A very good evening to all Toastmasters and guests. Toastmasters International is a not for profit organization initiated by the leader Ralph C. Smedley with the sole motive to improve communication and leadership skills among members across the globe. Toastmasters International has 15,900 clubs, more than 345 members in 142 countries. Wordsmith Toastmasters Club is one among them. Toastmasters International works on the four pillars of values: I for integrity, R for respect, S for service, and E for excellence. The mission of the club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Before starting the meeting, here are some codes of conduct. Kindly check if your mobile is in switched off or silent mode. Speakers who are coming to the screen, please refrain from speaking on sex, religion, and politics. When the speaker is on the screen, kindly refrain from doing anything that might distract the speaker, and the members are requested to come in professional attire. It is now time to start the meeting. For the benefit of all the guests, each Toastmaster meeting shall be started and ended by a person called the presiding officer. Today's presiding officer is someone who works as an embedded engineer at an MNC. He is someone with a personality that matches his favorite quote: if you can breathe, you can achieve anything in life. Please join me in welcoming today's presiding officer, the very own president of our club, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samyukta. I was thinking what should be the thought for the day, and 1 month ago I had interviewed a person, and this person was about 3 to 4 years of experience, and we had a mindset that like we want this particular technology, and you should be good at communication and other stuff. We spoke to him, and I spoke personally with him for about 45 minutes, but he was not exactly matching our criteria. So he also got to understand that. And in few minutes before closing, I was asking him, "Do you have any questions that you want to ask me?" And he said, "I'm sure that you would not be taking me, but can you give me some feedback?" So that's when I thought for a second, because our company policy doesn't allow us to directly talk to the person or say something, but HR has to come back. But being a Toastmaster, what happened was I immediately said, okay, let me go ahead and tell you. And I started with a positive, constructive criticism, saying what are the positives that he had, what are the things that he had learned, and what he was able to express better. And then told him where are the things that he should be focusing on. He got so happy, and then he said, "Thank you so much," and then he cut the call. Last week he called back, and he told me that I got selected in so and so company, and thank you so much for your feedback, and I'm glad that you told that, otherwise I would have never known that this is something that's lacking on me. And I got carried away, and I what happened was, next, I mean, few days back I had another interview that was scheduled, and this time I was going ahead and told him what was his positives and what was his negatives. And he said, "What? Why are you even telling that to me?" So I got two lessons out of it. One, tell your feedback only to the person who asked for it. Otherwise, you are not going to be respected. Second thing, you need to understand who has the tendency to accept it. Acceptance is very, very important. If somebody is not ready to accept the mistakes that they are doing, then they are not going to respect you at all. So that's the thought for the day. Feedback is important, but give it to the people who deserves it. And with that thought, I'll get into the meeting. I declare the meeting number 601 open. Now, do we have guests today? I see Loganathan. Loganathan wants to be our member soon, so let me request Loganathan to turn on his video and then give a few words. Hi, Loganathan.
Hey, hi, Harun. I think I thought of joining, but until that, I didn't pay that. Probably I can do that
No,
by today or tomorrow, right?
yeah.
So I'm nowhere. So how long I'll be in the guest? So already given all a lot of feedbacks a couple of times. It's okay.
Thank you so much, Loganathan. I hope you will be joining soon. And we get to know you much better through your icebreaker speech.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Now, to tell about the club itself, Chennai Wordsmiths is the second oldest community club in Tamil Nadu, and we have produced a lot of leaders at the district division level, and we also have had champions at the division district levels. Now, let's get into the meeting, and any meeting is being carried out by a person called the master of ceremony or the presiding of or the Toastmaster of the day. And today we have a special person who is a past president. um, she joined in 6 months back, reinstated her membership, and really happy to have her. She's full of energy always, and whenever you go to her and say that, can you do this for us, and like she would be say, definitely will do that. Just give me what needs to be done, and like I'm always ready to do that. I'm so happy to introduce to you the senior independent training consultant, self-employed NLP practitioner, and Gestalt resourcer, and even she has her event management team. So let me welcome Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas in front of you. Screen is yours.
Presiding officer, esteemed Toastmasters, and all the wonderful guests present here. Quite an interesting role. Earlier, when they said the TMOD, I always heard it as TMOD, and I was always baffled. I was wondering, like, what is this TMOD? It took me a while for me to get back to say, oh God, it's Toastmaster of the Day. Good feeling, though. Thank you for having me do this role. Acceptance. I should say you've been truly in acceptance of me. The word that we've chosen for the day, very interesting. I'm sure all of us use it all the time. Where's the etymology for that word from? Have you ever stopped and thought about it? It comes from the early 1500s, somewhere from the French. It's so interesting that it's taken a whole bunch. The evolution of the word has gone around godzillion time is what I can say. But the word by itself from then to now is very, very different. It's not a fleeting thought. It's a hard commitment. That's why the challenge. It defines acceptance as a willingness to tolerate any challenging situation. Very interesting. Why would I choose that? At 60, with a zero behind me, I know the challenges we face. The youth in front of me, you think every little mustard seed is a challenge. So I'm not belittling anyone. Let me quickly run you through a very interesting story, probably many of you know. Where do we seek acceptance? My favorite person in history, or somebody whom I've always admired and enjoyed reading about, is Gautama Buddha. The night before his enlightenment, all of you know his enlightenment. It is the day. Gautama Buddha was wanting to have this major struggle with this awesome demon god called Mara. It was a major encounter, intense. There was only one thing Mara wanted. He brought in all the best ways that he could make sure it would disturb Buddha. He made sure that he brought in anger, lust, greed, doubt, and he thought that's going to be something which Buddha is going to fall. Buddha would look at him and very interestingly say, Mara, I see you. And he would go and get a cup of tea and offer it to him. Now I want you to stop and think. What does these things happen to everybody every time we look around? There are things, so many things that come in our path. What do? The very fact that Buddha used the word, Mara, I see you, is acceptance. Acceptance is not just receiving very clearly a dowry, or getting a bribe, or just saying, okay, I accept you as a friend. Very clearly, it's an encounter of complete instigation. There are moments when you want to just throw up your hand and say, I've had enough. All of us go through that. So acceptance has various forms. In my life, if I have to quickly tell, may I ask the timer to just tell me when I'm going out, please? I have seen many Maras in my life. The acceptance came to me when I had to realize my husband was going to live not for too long. It came very short. When he was finally decided that, okay, 2003, they said he's got cancer in about a year and a half. I had to accept. Was I okay with it? Definitely not. But the acceptance had to come in for me to have a peaceful life. I knew accepting things, situation, is the only way we would etch ourselves going forward. You've accepted me despite a lot of, I constantly do keep telling you, before. And I greatly appreciate every Toastmaster here who's accepted me wholeheartedly whenever I say, this is the way we used to do it. So let's look at it. There is a Mara out there. We don't have to be a Buddha, but definitely we can recognize in acceptance, live in the here and now. That's the most important thing. So we always say, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change. So keeping that in mind, let us make sure that we can also offer a cup of tea when there are Maras around our life. Acceptance, living in the here and now. Thank you for this great opportunity. Now, I'm going to hand it over to the presiding officer and we go on to the general evaluator later. Thank you. Is the general evaluator here? Thanks.
Arvind, you're on mute.
Yes, ma'am.
Today, we've seen this wonderful
Yeah, no, I'm
gentleman.
audible.
Pardon? Okay. We have Toastmaster Arvind Annamalai, the young, energetic, and every time he's always sitting with all these castles and bridges behind him. I chose that, very interesting when we look at him. I said, why are we constantly saying their academic qualification? But it was hard for me to ignore when I saw the IIT and I said, oops. And a third year graduate of engineering, something which I would look up to. I accept you, Mr. Annamalai, Toastmaster, and it's so gracious of you to be here as the general evaluator of the day, which holds a lot of responsibility through the session. Over to you, who loves cricket, enjoys Toastmaster, and is a third-year graduate engineer. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas, for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I am performing the role of a general evaluator, and my role is to carry forward the general evaluation of the meeting. To assist me, I have two wonderful teams. First, there will be a set of evaluators who evaluate the prepared speeches lined up for today. And the second is the tag team, which also does some kind of general evaluation on their own. To brief on their roles, let me invite invite them one after the other onto the screen. First, the timer for the day is Toastmaster Prasad. Toastmaster
Prasad, you are on
Prasad.
mute.
Yeah. Please brief
Hey,
on
Arvind.
the role.
So yeah, so today, I would be monitoring the time for all the speeches. So for the prepared speech, the prescribed time limit is 7 minutes. So at the end of 5 minutes, I would be showing a green card. At the 6th minute, I would be showing an yellow card, and for 7th minute, I'd be showing a red card. And for all the evaluation, the prescribed time limit is 2 minutes. At the end of the first minute, I would be showing a green card. And at the end of for 1.5 minutes, I would be showing yellow card, and for this 2 minutes, I would be showing red card. That's how I would be evaluating. That's it from my end. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. Now I invite the counter for today, Toastmaster Anuradha, to brief on her role, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My role today as the R counter is to note all the fillers that we use. Basically, we try to fill our speech if we are uncertain about ourselves with these fillers. So I'll be counting down and taking on a note of all the fillers. I also tell all the speakers that there's always scope for improvement and not to get disheartened at whatever the result is. Please don't concentrate on the result. Please concentrate on the task. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. Now, let me invite Toastmaster Deepika, the grammarian for today, to brief on her role and also to introduce the word of the day.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen carefully to your speeches and to take note of all the good and not so good usage of words in your speeches. It is also my duty to introduce you to the word of the day, embrace, which means to accept something willingly. An example of this word, embrace, is that one should embrace tough situations try to make best out of it. I encourage all the speakers to use this word of the day, embrace, and the theme of the day, acceptance, as much as possible. At the end of the meeting, when called upon by the general evaluator, I shall present my report. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepika. So let us accept the theme and embrace the word of the day into our speeches. That's it from my side. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Well, back to me again. Now we come to the most interesting and important event, the prepared speeches. Now for that, we do have two people for today. And the first person who would be going up is our most sought after, very, very admired Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. I thought is that the order in which we're going by? Just for a quick reference. Okay, thank you. Toastmaster Arun Sridhar has always come across as somebody, you could go to him, you could reach out to him. I have seen him as a person with two sides. He is a dynamic project leader. He's taking up this dynamic project leadership level here in the pathway. And he's going to be evaluated by none other than our very own DTM Reena. It's very interesting to see. He has chosen the topic for today, something close to what we have chosen for the day as the word. I'm going to request the evaluator, DTM Reena, to read out the objectives of the speaker, please.
Good evening and a very special evening. Good evening to DTM Arun Sridhar. Today, he's going to attempt his second speech in Project 2. And the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. So he's going to attempt the second speech where he's going to incorporate the feedback from the previous speech. The purpose of the speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. So with that, I would be back for the evaluation and good luck to DTM Arun Sridhar. The time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, Reena. You can't teach an old dog a new trick. This is an oft-quoted saying. And sometimes, as an old dog myself, not too old, but in my 30s, late 30s, I am a kind of an old dog, getting into an old dog mode. And Toastmasters and guests, I thought with the COVID situation, I thought I'll challenge myself a little bit and see if this old dog can learn a few new techniques. And As it turns out, during COVID, all of us had to sit at home, and there are only a few new tricks we can learn at home. So I thought I'll take up the challenge of learning. And those of you who've seen my icebreaker speeches over the years will know that I've had some issues with learning in school and college. Uh, Barely was able to scrap through. So I thought, why don't I use this time of sitting at home to learn a few things that I may have missed in school and college. And but then the old techniques of learning when you're a child does not apply when you're an adult. So I thought I should go back to school and learn how to learn, right? So learn how to learn seems to be kind of a counterintuitive statement. We all know how to learn. We've been through school and college, but do we really know how to learn? Have we mastered the techniques to learn large subjects? That is the objective of the speech. This is a course that I took in Coursera. Um, it's called Learning How to Learn. It is focused on the adult learning experience. How do you learn? Yes, as a school or college student, but more importantly, how do you learn when you are, into your 30s and 40s, and perhaps even 50s? So it's a course that is run by Miss Bob Oakley and Terry Sajanovsky. Both of them are neuro and psychological professors, psychiatry professors. They're very, very strong in understanding how the brain works. And you will see those techniques, all the techniques that they teach in that lesson. And I thought I'll use my time here in Toastmasters in this speech to tell you about 3 techniques that I learned that can be applied by all of us in learning anything. You can learn anything, whether it's cloud computing or Toastmasters or chartered accountancy. All of these things, you can use this technique. So what are some of these techniques that are there in this course? Technique 1 is called chunking, right? What they're saying in this course is that the human brain makes lines in our neuron, in our brain, right? So all the things that we learn are actually lines between neurons. And these neurons, when they become strong, when the lines between the neurons become strong, it means that we have learned a chunk, right? A chunk is anything like public speaking. Your chunking on public speaking means that how much you've learned on the topic of public speaking. So the technique that is recommended is that you don't spend a lot of time on a particular topic. Say in public speaking, if icebreaker was a topic, let's say, they recommend that you give focused attention. 25 minutes, not more than 25 minutes should be focused attention should be given. And what you see on the right is called the Pomodoro. It's basically a timer in the shape of a tomato, and it's called the Pomodoro technique, where you give focused attention of 25 minutes to a topic, and then you spend 10 minutes, kind of in a diffused mode, right? So what they call it as focused learning and diffused learning. This focused learning is this 25 minutes where you have the timer and you completely focus on the topic. And then after the 25 minutes are over, you spend those 5 to 10 minutes kind of recalling what you learned in a diffuse state, not giving any attention, kind of taking a walk or moving around, right? That's one of the techniques, right? That's the Pomodoro technique, right? One of the other things they also recommend is that after learning, after spending time chunking and learning, that we spend time recalling as well. They're saying that recalling, the act of recalling something, especially in a different place from where we learned, is very, very useful in learning something. So some of the times we learn, Toastmasters manual, we just learn, go through it, and then we give our speeches. But do we sit down and recall what we've done in a different place? That's something that we can all take back, right? So that's technique 1. Technique 2 that I saw was something called interleaving, and I think I'm kind of running out of time, so I'll kind of move this a little bit faster. Technique 2 is interleaving, that is skipping around content. So focus, do not focus completely on one topic on one day. Move between topics, because what they say is that the brain likes to move between topics and not completely focus its attention on just one thing during one period, right? So spend one Pomodoro of 25 minutes on, say, lesson 1, and then move on to lesson 2, and then lesson 3. Now, if you do it this way, obviously you need to give yourself a lot of time, especially if you're hitting an exam. And that's what I did with my recent exam for the Google Cloud Associate Cloud Engineer. I gave myself a lot of time, 6 months, 6 to 9 months of time, and I was able to skip around a lot of content, one Pomodoro on one day, focus on one topic, and then move to the other topic and so on. So what this does is that it gives the brain the ability to kind of distract and not get bored and move between topics. And the third technique is practice and repetition. They are asking us to pick very difficult problems to solve, and that tends to make our learning that much more interesting, and our ability to recall more. And how do you avoid distraction? Because all of us have distraction. I had multiple distractions over the last 6 months in my learning journey, and they give the technique of cue, routine, reward, belief. So how do you get distracted? What is the cue? Is it the morning? Is it like, is it television? So that's your cue. And the routine is that once you get that cue, how do you distract yourself away from that cue? And the reward that you give yourself at the end of that routine, and the belief system internally to tell yourself that no matter what the distraction, I will not getting distracted, right? So these are the techniques that are there. And I would highly recommend that all of us, whoever is interested in the learning, go through this course. It's free. It's available in coursera.org. Learning How to Learn by Bob Oakley and Terry Sajanovsky. This old dog was able to learn a new trick, and I'm sure all of you will also be able to learn a new trick. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. The age and connecting with the DOG, and all of us, what are we going to say? OGOD. Okay. Now we will be moving on to the next speaker, who is none other than our committed Toastmaster, Arun Kumar, our president, the ever serene in acceptance of every situation, a man who loves his family. Of course, everybody does. But I look at him as somebody who can dare to go the extra mile. When I saw him with his little child sitting on the cliff by a little wedge on the wall, and I went, oh my God, the child truly did accept him to be there. That's what is there on his DP picture. This very clearly says he can be an embedded engineer, whatever, but at the end of the day, he is a hardcore Toastmaster, always there. Often he comes across as being a person who's very closed or rather an introvert, but not really. He is most sought after by the Mexican chapter. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce Toastmaster Arun Kumar for his speech today. And it will be evaluated by none other than our own Toastmaster Abhishek, who is a CA, gets the bull by the horns, ready to face, takes up any challenge. I don't know if many of us know about it. His sense of humor is bang on, like his math ability. We can say something, and in a jiffy, he comes back with a rebuttal, which is very, very interesting. Over to you, evaluator. Please read out his.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. My target speaker, Toastmaster Arun Kumar, is attempting his level 4 project manage project successfully. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing a plan, building a team, and fulfilling the plan with the help of his or her team. And the purpose of his speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience managing a project. Good luck to Toastmaster Arun Kumar, and back and over to you, Toastmaster Arun Kumar.
Jyoti ma'am has to give the title, or? Jyoti ma'am, you have to read the title, ma'am. Mute, you are muted.
I guess there is some background noise for her. So, on his title is Project Eagle. Over to you, Toastmaster Arun Kumar.
A captain is as good as his team. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I took up this project or the pathway called innovative planning because I have always been having a great interest in being a project manager. And to work with the people to have a constructive plan, deliver with high quality is something that I always dreamed of. And this level 4 project, manage project successfully, gave me a good opportunity to take up a project and execute it with the team members. During my first project speech, if you remember, I told that the club has a challenge in retaining the new members. So there were like 28 new members in the month of January 2019, but we lost at least 10 members who did not even give their level 1 speeches. So the objective of my project was to ensure that we provide a enriching new member experience and at the same time also care a little bit more on the membership retention. So we took up a promise that like we will at least have 80% of the members retained in the club for that particular tenure. Let me tell you that I learned a lot during this process of managing this project. This project was almost for 4.5 months. I took this in the month of July and it's now December. So almost 5 months I've been working continuously with my team. Toastmaster Abhishek, Toastmaster Samyukta, Toastmaster Anindita, and also Toastmaster Sangeeta were part of the team, and we spent a lot of time. Now, being there were a lot of insights on being a good project manager, the challenges and how to approach them, the importance of managing the time, and also the importance of communicating with the people, delegating the work done, and getting the things with high quality is of much more importance. So I learned all these aspects during this project. So understanding the problem was the first step that we took as a team. We wanted to understand why people are leaving as soon as they join Toastmasters. The number one reason that we found out was most of the time the new members come into the club and they do not know how to start, where to start, uh, what are the things that they need to look upon, where are the resources and whom to ask. So the first step or the first solution that we took was we wanted to have a flyer with the details like the profession of the person, the educational qualification of the person, and other things, as well as give the new member a kit called a orientation kit or a new member kit through email, which has all the details that is needed for them to start their Toastmaster journey. In that, we also had a 8-week plan of what are the things that they had to do, whether they had to start with the timer, our counter, grammarian, evaluation, and all these things were in order to ensure that they understand these are the roles that they have to take week by week. And the second problem that we understood was some of the Toastmasters who joined in were impulsive in nature. So they saw a couple of meetings, they thought that they want to spend a lot of time on understanding how the communication works. But when they really wanted to join the Toastmaster and when they joined, they were not able to spend or give time for that. They impulsively took the decision, they paid, and they never came back. So I, as well as Anindita, took this challenge of talking to the member 20 minutes at least and ensuring that they have the commitment to be the member at least for 1 year. So many of the Toastmasters here knows about it. So we talk 15 to 20 minutes about that, and then we say that we need commitment from you for at least 1 year to ensure that you see some changes in you. So that's something that has made wonders, and we have almost 5 to 6 Toastmasters today, new Toastmasters, who are also willing to be part of the executive committee. So that definitely was the add-on that we were able to bring by speaking to the members. And the third thing that we found out was with the meetings that's happening right now, like everything is through online, and we cannot just go about having prepared speech, table topics, and evaluation alone. So we wanted to bring in some variety in the meeting. So that's when we brainstormed and we understood that there could be some sections like joke masters and some sections like interviewing a person, because we don't talk to the members as frequently as we used to do when we had in-person meetings. So we had this new segment called interviewing and as well as member of the week. And there were other sections like debates at sometimes, and Also, if you see, the icebreaker speech was designed in such a way that we give an opportunity for the new members to kickstart their pathways. So we had at least 5 members coming in participating in the icebreaker contest, where Toastmaster Shreya was the winner of the icebreaker contest. So this was again also uh, an I think that we wanted to enrich the new members. And to say in a nutshell, it was really a roller coaster ride for the team. The team, which saw the base membership was about 46 when we started, had dropped into 22, and again now we are coming back with 32 members in the club. We have few more ideas, like we want to have a separate pathways coordinator, and we want to have a separate mentor coordinator in the future. I've been really happy if we had 45 members in the count when I sign off, but I think we are in a right course right now, considering the situation that we are in. Many clubs are struggling to be there with the membership. So I'm really happy that we have a 33 to 34 members club right now. And the most important thing is the quality that we are able to provide. That's something that I'm really happy about. And during the last 4-5 months, I had this great opportunity to understand the strength of the team members, learn about them, to build a cohesive unit. And I also had the ability to build rapport with the team. And when things were low and slow, I thought it was my responsibility to go and give that support. So I went ahead and then lead them in the membership. So there were this lull period of 1.5 months where we had no members, and in the last 1.5 months we had about 9 members coming into the club. So I think definitely as a team they also understood a lot of things during this course of 4.5 months, where we built on a great membership experience. Good project managers do not take all the work themselves. Neither they take the credits as well. So I take this moment right now to thank the VP Education, Abhishek, Sangeeta, who was part of the execution during the initial phase. And I also thank Anindita, the VP membership, and Samyukta, who also extended her support during the later part, both in the educational and membership front. Now, I'm very glad to receive any kind of feedback or any questions that you have offline. And as I said, a captain is only as good as his team. And I'm so happy to have this project done, and looking forward to hearing more feedback and more questions from you outside this meeting. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Arun. I apologize for the drop in my connection. Project Eagle. So indeed a very apt title. Now with the 2 speakers, we would be moving on to the most awaited segment of our Toastmasters Club. Everybody waits eagerly for this. And this is the most fun, engaging, and a magnetic session. Table topics. Who better for this particular role as a table topics master? A TT player, a blogger. Everything else can come later. Young, dynamic, powerful speaker. And yes, in addition to all that, she happens to work at Amazon. So the dynamism comes here, and we truly have great faith in you, in accepting you the way you are. And over to you, Shreya Ganesh, Toastmaster, to take over the table topic session.
Thank you for the generous introduction, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we're now going to have an opportunity to participate in one of the most exciting and interesting segments of a Toastmasters meeting, as Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas already mentioned, the table topic session. Okay, so I'll be giving some of you a topic on which you have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will be showing the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes, after which please wrap up your speech within 30 seconds. I encourage both members and guests to give it a shot. And if you can, please try to use the word of the day, which is embrace, and the theme of the day, which is acceptance. For today's table topic session, I've decided to choose a sub-theme, which is hypothetical situations, which is like you wake up one day and you realize. So for the first speaker, I would like to invite Toastmaster Anand. Your table topic is, you wake up one day and you realize you have transformed into a car. What kind of car do you think you'd be and why?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. See, when I woke up and became a car, I feel really good to travel around the world at free of cost. Well, I would like to be my dream car, which is Mini Cooper. The cool red color, which is vibrant. And when I've been moving in and around our Wordsmiths Toastmaster Club in Ananagar, there are lots of my fellow friends who are also Mini Coopers. I feel literally good. I would realize I have seen Cars movie 1, 2, and 3 with my kids. I have enjoyed, and in that movie, you could feel how the car could react with their friends and colleagues and lot of situations. One among the scene which I like to describe in the car movie, it's not about always the winning. It is about winning each and every person's winning the arts of each and every individuals. In the Cars movie, I remember that it is the car McLaren will be there, but once it reaches the finish line, it will not move the line. It will just go back and bring its old car and make that old car to reach the finish line in its last race and winning the entire arts. That's what's the heroism. That's what's the real leadership and real thing. I feel really good to be like a McQueen if I given a opportunity. So I feel literally good about being a car. Thank you, Toastmasters, for me to feel and realize my hands as a tire and my legs is also tire. Over to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, guest Anand. Next, can we have guest Bindu?
Is
Hi. So your table topics is, you wake up one day and you realize you have 15 minutes left before the earth is destroyed. What do you do?
pardon?
You wake up one day and you realize that there are only 15 minutes left before the earth is destroyed. What do you do?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. When I woke up, I came to know that sad news that I would be left behind. And I have only just 15 minutes to go. I was bewildered because I had plenty of dreams, of which I need to pick up only the most precious. And within seconds, I found out that my only thing that I need to do is to give a kiss and hug to my kids who are very small and who were dependent on me. Throughout my life, my only aim at this moment was to make them independent. But now I have only 15 minutes to go. I need to equip them with all my energy and resources. Then, do you know what I should do? After kissing them, I had given a saying to them that, see, to succeed in life, what you need to do is that you need to believe in yourself and start loving the fellow human beings and respecting them, because give love, give respect, then you will get the same. And this is the only message that I instilled in them to become successful in life, because it is finally the integrity and the character of a person which decides the ultimate success in his or her life. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Shreya, Toastmaster.
Thank you, guest Bindu. That was lovely. Next, can we have Toastmaster Samyukta? Hi. Okay, so your topic is you wake up one day and you realize you are James Bond.
Huh? Okay. I wake up one day and I realize I'm James Bond. One thing I can tell you for sure is that I have not yet learned to drive, and James Bond drives all these swanky vehicles. So 50% of what Bond is known for will be completely lost as far as I'm concerned. And since the last movie is on its way, I don't think James Bond is going to last long. So in my case, I wouldn't even stay alive long enough to finish any missions because let's be honest, he's James Bond and I'm just not. To be James Bond, I think would be nice because he was born and the story happens in England and I've never been before, so it would be nice to visit. He's got all these amazing cars. I'm told for one James Bond movie, they demolished a really limited edition. I think it was a BMW, I'm not sure. It would be nice to destroy expensive cars with literally no reason, quite simply because I'd get to see the insides of it. And yeah, it would be cool to go around shooting people just for the heck of it and climbing over bridges and jumping over cars and just performing all kinds of gravity defying stunts because I'm Bond, James Bond. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samyukta. It was fascinating to hear what all you're planning to do. Okay. Next, do we have DTM Reena? Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
So,
Hello.
hi. Ma'am, so for your topic, you wake up one day and you realize you have the power to add one thing to the world and remove one thing from it.
Okay. First will be remove COVID. I think that is what I'm going to do and add all the in-person meetings of Toastmasters. It's been such a long time and it's as if I'm looking at myself and speaking. It's been going on like this. So two things, and thank you for this topic immediately. I don't even have to think twice about remove COVID and let's have in-person meetings, especially contests. My goodness, somehow I got into this district CJ's role, and let me tell you, sitting through all these contests, sat through 6 or 7 division level contests, and looking at that screen, looking at the timer's card, I can't tell you the pain of the speaker and also the audience. So definitely, I'm looking forward to in-person meetings, be it friends, families, all of us are waiting for that and remove the word COVID-19. Happy New Year in advance. Thank you so much. Let's have a happy 2021. Thank you so much, Shreya.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It would be great if you really had the power to remove COVID. Okay, next, do we have Toastmaster Kannadasan? Okay, so for your topic, you wake up one day and you realize you have transformed into a character from your favorite TV show.
Okay. Thank you, Shreya. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. One day I woke up and I realized I become a Shaktiman. Shaktiman is my favorite character forever. He has the power to control the bad people and help the good people, and especially kids. As I become a Shaktiman, I will help the kids who are struggling to go to the school during the rainy seasons. So When I find a bunch of children waiting for the school bus or auto, I will take them on my shoulder and I'll fly and I drop them in the schools without struggling in the road during this rainy season. So that is how I will help the school children. After that, I will stop all the corruptions happening in the government using all my power, and I will give a very good country to each and every citizen. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Shreya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kannadasan. Next, can we have Toastmaster Anand Varghese? Okay. Can we have guest Lokanathan?
Yes.
Yes. So your topic is you wake up one day and you realize you are 2 feet tall.
Okay. Thanks, fellow Toastmaster. I think this topic is really fantastic because from my childhood, probably my aim is to be, grow tall. But obviously, I end up with the 5.2. So it's really it's good stuff. Think like majority of my work style and everything, it's required a good amount of body shape and everything. So I think this tall is actually it's really good confident on me. So which that confident is obviously it gives lot of energy and potential so that the growth and everything will be the faster. So that's the things what I think it's really fantastic to get this. But obviously, growing tall and growing in the current that is not much really in this life perspective. That's what probably even if I'm near be a kid, probably I may think that growing tall is a good thing. But now in the age of mature age, tall and whatever the current height, it's more or less nothing major difference. What we exactly achieve in this life and exactly what we are think, what we are potentially deliver to the other people, that is more important. That's that's what I feel. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Loganathan. And with that, we shall wrap it up. So thank you all very much for participating in today's table topic segment. I really enjoyed all of your speeches. So I will now return the control to Toastmaster of the Day, Jyoti Thomas. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that engaging table topics. And I'm sure there are many who would have wanted to be there, but I guess we have to work within the time. That brings us to most of our sessions here. It's been an indeed very smooth flowing evening. We've accepted and embraced every change. The two speakers brought to us so beautifully the eagle, project meaning almost the eye, and the dynamism of leadership. We had everybody's role so well played. The day clearly stated we are in acceptance of what is today, the here, and the now. Let's keep this embrace going on. And with this, I would like to hand over to the General Evaluator of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Now we come to the heart of the Toastmasters meeting, the evaluation session. This session has two parts: the evaluation of the prepared speeches, where the two prepared speeches given by Toastmaster Arun Kumar and Toastmaster Arun Sridhar DTM Arun Sridhar is going to be evaluated. And the second part, where the general evaluation, where the tag team players will give their reports and me as general evaluator will submit my report. So starting with the first segment, the evaluation of the prepared speeches. To evaluate DTM Arun Sridhar's speech, let me call DTM Reena.
Thank you, General Evaluator Arvind. Good evening once again, and DTM Arun Sridhar. What a way to grab the attention of the audience. I was delighted the way you started with the quote, "You can't teach an old dog a new trick." And then you went on to, it was self-deprecating joke that it was, you went on to talk about in late 30s, I too am like an old dog. Superb opening and attention grabbing it was. So from there, you took us to a very interesting topic which you related to the current situation of COVID, with the work from home option which is available for many, and many are working are available at home. Learn how to learn. What a theme that you had chosen for doing a learning, and you went on to speak about the course which is being offered by Barb Oakley and Terry. From there, though it could be a subject which may not interest many, but the way you started it, you had gone into giving us the techniques. There were many sub techniques involved in it, but primarily there was this technique one, which was all about Pomodoro technique. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, where you spoke about chunking, foundation, focused attention, and a recall, understanding and recall value, and then moved on to speak about the technique two of interleaving, etc. What I loved about your speech here was to give an example of personal example that you have attended or attempting the cloud engineering course by applying this, the practical application of these techniques that you are inspiring us to take this. So this is number one I loved about the speech. Moving on to some points where I would like you to work on. This would be the choice of a theme to be completed within the 5 to 7 minutes. It is a very broad topic, and I'm sure 15 to 20 minutes would have been you would have been very comfortable completing and giving us complete details about this particular course. Uh, timer, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes. I'm not sure whether the timing is according to that. So that's the choice of a theme to complete within the time limit of 5 to 7 minutes. And the second recommendation is not to tell your audience that since I am going short in time, let me quickly wind it up. So these are two recommendations I definitely want you to work on, and I would like to appreciate the efforts taken in acceptance of the feedback that you received during your first speech, which was stronger focus on conclusion, and you embraced it by emphasizing on the point that it is a free course by Barb, Clay, and Terry, and concluded very humorously saying, "This old dog was able to learn, and I am sure you'll be able to learn too." DTM Arun, I am inspired to know more about the techniques and learn how to learn. I'm sure I'm going to enroll for this course. Thank you so much for this recommendation. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Marina. That was a really constructive evaluation. Now to give feedback on the Project Eagle speech, let me invite the evaluator and one of the team members of the project, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So this evaluation is going to be only on the perspective of an evaluator, not as a team member. Leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. My experience working with you as well as your speech shows that you are one such leader in your Toastmasters journey, at least. You started your speech very well with showcasing what is the goal or need for your Project Eagle in your presidentship journey. If at all, if you could have reiterated your goal or need for this Project Eagle, it would have been much appreciated with the audience. For the very reason being, me listening to your first speech as well as the second speech, I could connect well the reason for this Project Eagle and the steps that you have taken. But as a new member or as a new audience for this speech, if at all, if you could have reiterated the need and cause a little bit more, this could have been created more impact than it has created now. That would be my first recommendation for you on your speech. You very well brought forward your journey on this 4 months on how you made attempts to bring this new Toastmasters journey a very wonderful one. If you could have added some specific incident that you encountered in your journey, say for example, you discussing with Vice President Education, or you were discussion with some new member, what is that impact that your Project Eagle has created on them, or what is the impact that your Project Eagle has created on the members working in your team? This could have again been an added advantage or add an emotion that it can easily connect with your audience, and it can show that you are a more good leader and you are able to easily connect with the members as well as the team members. So this tries to validate that your team members are also happy working with you, and your need has also been succeeded in the way it should have been. And dude, in the near end of the speech, you started giving your thank you note and like gratituding your members working with you, also your team members. On a lighter note, so if you said like thank you Toastmaster Abhishek, thank you Toastmaster Anandita. So on a lighter note, you could have said that if I have missed someone, it's not very intentional. So it's just on a lighter note. If I have missed someone, I'm thanking them also. Say for example, you missed it to thank your mentor, though they may not take offensive. So that's on a safer side that you can say, if at all I missed someone, I'm thanking them also on this time being. So these are the 2 recommendations from my side on your speech. I thoroughly enjoyed your speech, and I also thoroughly enjoyed working with you as a team member in your Project Eagle. And I have seen what are the obstacles that you faced in your journey. Though you have not shared your obstacles in this speech, I know the obstacles that you faced and the fruits that you have brought to this Chennai Wordsmiths. All the best to you for the further speeches and further leadership roles. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. This brings us to the end of the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Now, the general evaluation begins, starting with the timer report, which is to be given by Toastmaster Prasad.
Okay, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, once again. Okay, I believe everyone has made it on time. So for the prepared speeches, DTM Arun Steeler took 7 minutes and 12 seconds, and TM Arun Kumar took 7 minutes and 26 seconds, sorry. And for the table topic session, guest TM Anand took 1 minute 53 seconds. Guest Bindu took 1 minute 56 seconds. TM Samyukta took 1 minute 27 seconds. DTM Reena took 1 minute 12 seconds. TM Kannadasan took 1 minute 18 seconds. And guest Loganathan has taken 1 minute 30 seconds. And for the evaluation session, DTM Reena took 3 minutes 42 seconds, and Toastmaster Abhishek took 3 minutes 18 seconds. That's it from my side. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasad. Now for the Archountess report, let me invite Toastmaster Anuradha.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Samyukta had 2 fillers. Toastmaster Arun, the president, had 3 fillers. Guest Loganathan had 3 fillers. TM Jyoti had 0 fillers. TM Arvind had 0 fillers. TM Prasad had 3 fillers. TM Deepika had 3 fillers. DTM Reena and DTM Harun had 0 fillers. TM Abhishek had 2. TM Shreya had 0. Guest TM Anand had 0. Guest Bindu had 2. TM Kannadasan had 5 fillers. I'd like to say that I emphasize again and again that it is always a learning process, and there's always scope for improvement in any situation. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anuradha. Now for the grammarians report, let me invite Toastmaster Deepika.
Good evening once again. So there were a few very good usages of the English language. I love the word instigation, impulsively, brainstorm, cohesive, vibrant, bewildered, swanky, defying, and the phrase self-deprecating humor reiterated. Then there were two quotes that I loved. A captain is as good as his team. Old dog cannot learn new tricks. Learn how to learn. A special thanks goes to three speakers who use the term, who use the word of the day, embrace. Uh, Toastmaster Jyoti, Toastmaster Arvind, and distinguished Toastmaster Reena. And with this, I conclude my report. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepika. This concludes the tag team report, and now it's time for my general evaluation. The meeting started on time at exactly 4 p.m. And I think all the role players also joined on time. That's a great thing. And I expect this to be continued in the future meetings as well. The Toastmaster of the Day briefing is one of the best which I had listened till now. There's a saying in Tamil, "Kadamai sei palanai edirpaakade," which means do your duty and don't expect the results. Whatever results you get, take the lessons from it, accept it, and move forward. This message was powerfully delivered by the Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas. Now coming to the two prepared speeches. Speech 1 given by distinguished Toastmaster Arun Sridhar about learning how to learn. And this is really useful for a student like me who has a lot of learning going forward. And for basically everyone, as learning never stops. It need not be in a school or a college or university or something. Coming to the second speech by Toastmaster Arun Kumar, Project Eagle. About Project Eagle, the points mentioned in the speech will be useful for the upcoming executive committee elections and the upcoming executive committee as well. And this speech is actually delivered on the day of the elections, so that the upcoming team will take the lessons from this project moving forward. Coming to the table topic session by Toastmaster Shreya. The topics were humorous and the speeches were even more humorous and awesome by, I think, five speakers. Coming to the evaluation session, two excellent evaluations by DTM Reena and Toastmaster Abhishek as usual. And I think the speakers will accept the recommendations given by them and implement them in their future speeches. Coming to the recommendations, just one. There were some last minute backouts, but the VP Education did a really good job in finding backups at appropriate time. Now this brings the end of the general evaluation, and I hand over the control to the Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas.
Thank you very much for a very detailed and acceptable, which everybody is going to embrace. Toastmaster Arvind, very well done. Now I would like to hand over the proceedings to the presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti Thomas.
Arun, your voice is very feeble.
Can't hear you.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And can we have guest feedback from Loganathan?
Yeah, sorry.
Can I have guest feedback from you?
Yes, Arun. Actually, I told already the couple of times. Sorry. Yeah, this Toastmaster is really it's a fantastic for me. So where I'm just waiting for to join. Probably I can join this week. So I think this already I told. So this is the area where we can do mistakes and learn. And that's the one mantra. I'm just keeping that in mind. So anyway, it's good to stay here in the Toastmaster Club. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And we would now take a few minutes to get the polling done. Samyukta, if you can start the poll, it would be great. So as you all know, we have election in few minutes, and we would be getting started with that. So one important thing with that is you will not be able to leave the meeting until the procedure is done. So the meeting room will be locked, and we will not be allowing any Toastmasters to get into the Toastmasters meeting as well. And apart from that, the XCOM updates is like that. I mean, we have to submit our report, and we'll be doing it shortly. This report will have the accomplishments that this particular Toastmasters, this particular Team Infinity, which is the XCOM, did for this particular term, and we will be submitting the report by December 28th. And during that meeting, each of the club officer role will provide their challenges, their accomplishments, and how they felt about doing their leadership role. So the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Arun Sridhar. Congratulations, Arun Sridhar. And the best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Samyukta. Congratulations, Samyukta. And the best evaluation goes to DTM Reena. Congratulations, DTM Reena. And the best role player goes to Toastmaster Shreya. Table topic master, Toastmaster Shreya. And finally, the best tag team player for the day. Notes. Goes to Grammarian Deepika. Congratulations, Deepika. With that, we have come to the end of the meeting, and I close the meeting number 601, and let's proceed to the business meeting. I give the control to the nomination chair, Toastmaster Shruti.